If you lost money following Kenan Grace or Chris Sain, I'm going to show you why that probably happened. And when I do, and I prove this case, do me a favor. Think about subscribing, joining the channel. If I literally showed you pictures and proof to your face and I've proved everything to you, think about subscribing. You got a lot of new investors, and you got a lot of investors for the past 3-4 years. They wonder why their accounts are not growing and they're losing money. So every now and then I need to make videos like this. You have countless influencers up here touting different things. And I'm just using these two as an example because a lot of people go by subscriber count and they don't go by views. If you have 600,000 subscribers and you can't break 15,000 or 20,000 views, that means one time or another, you lost the person's trust who was following you and they're no longer watching. I want to show you two different type of grifters, two different type of get rich quick people. One is Chris Sain. He's just a gambler. He doesn't even hide it. He even tells you himself.
Listen to the play we call in the huddle. Please run it to a T. Every single day, I give you the levels of where these stocks will.
Did you hear that? Run the ball that I, call the play coming out of the huddle. Let's hear that again.
Listen to the play we call in the huddle. Please run it to a T. Every single day, I give you the levels of where these stocks will.
What are we doing? We're running the football coming out of the huddle. Is this the Philly special? Are we running the Philly in the Super Bowl?
An unbelievable call. This is like going for the onside kick.
Now, it even annoys me that he's wearing a Philadelphia Eagles hat because his hats change like his investment styles. The other one is Kenan Grace. Let's play his clip.
Get rich quick that you have in your heart. Everybody has it, right? It's just normal. That 10% of your money, that's what you can use to satisfy and say, okay, I'm going to pick this stock. I'm going to try this option. I'm going to try these.
Kenan Grace is like your used car salesman. He's the finance guy on your used car. Like those little buy here, pay here car lots, the slippery finance guy with his hair slicked over, with his shirt open with his chains hanging out. That's what Kenan Grace reminds me of. Do you see how he's trying to hone in on your, on your 10% of that inner gambling, that inner gambler? When you learn to be a real investor, and I'm going to show you right now, real investors, we don't have that inner gamble no more. We're done because we got better things to do with that 10%. That 10% could be paying for a trip for our family. It could be paying our car off. It could be paying our house off. It could be buying us, more education. A lot of people don't like hearing that, but I'm going to break this down to you. Chris Sain is just a gambler. He doesn't even hide it. It's nothing wrong if you lost money with Chris Sain, but if you keep following him and keep losing money, that's on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me a second time, shame on me. Kenan Grace is more slippery with it. He likes to say, put 90% in VOO and this 10%, come pay for my Discords, come pay for my classes, come watch my technical analysis. And come on, everybody can be gamblers. I'm going to show you why that is bullcrap. This is the S&P 500, right? This is the FXAIX. This is the index fund that I'm in. These are the top companies by weight that they hold. I don't got to jump in and out of stocks because it already has all your big stocks, all your big dogs already in it. Look at when it was started, inception date. Inception date means when it was started, when it was put together, when it was put out there. 1988. Since 1988, this S&P 500 has yielded 10.66%. That means from 1988 to now, the average has been 10.66%. I did the numbers. Just imagine if my mom or anybody's parents would have took $100 35 years ago and put $100 in the S&P 500 and you started with $100 and you put $100 a month for 35 years. Do your parents or your grandparents have $382,000 just lying around? No, they don't. A lot of people don't because they didn't have that knowledge back then. They didn't even know this fund existed in 1988 because it was a closed Wall Street, club. But now it's not because people like me know about it and I've been in it for over 13 years And there's multiple other people that are in S&P 500 funds. These are the companies that I put up on the thumbnail. These companies. You look at the past, you look at the present. One time or another, one of these grifters, both of these grifters actually, were talking about the companies that were in the past. They were touting them, telling you to buy them, the plays, follow the charts, not your heart. These are the plays I'm making. And once again, when people say plays, they're gambling. Bed Bath & Beyond is bankrupt. Mullen is on the verge of bankruptcy. If Tesla keeps buying every charging station, when is ChargePoint ever going to be useful? When's the last time you've ever seen a Neo car on the road? GameStop and AMC, people are still holding on to those bags. And now you have the companies in the future, the present, what everyone's talking about, AI. Make these companies prove themselves to you. Don't just go out and buy them so the insiders get rich. Remember when Tesla had to prove earnings and revenue for a certain amount of for the certain amount of quarters to be, put into the S&P 500? They had to prove themselves. Make these companies prove themselves to you. Stop jumping in and out of stocks, trying to catch the next Apple and Microsoft. When it's big enough to own, your S&P 500 index fund will own it. Here's another thing I want to put up for you. This was the close of the stock market on, this was Wednesday. This was the close on Wednesday. Do you see how all these speculative stocks drop 8%, 5%, 3%, ARK fund down 3%? Look at the old FXAIX, my index fund, down 0.70%. It's not just about making money. It's about conserving money. My portfolio doesn't go up 30% one day and then crash 60% the next day. It's not volatile. It just chugs along. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's flat, sometimes it's up. But if you look at the overall, the overall spread of it, it's gone up. That's what you want to do. That's wealth preservation. Imagine if our parents would have done that 35 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Imagine you saw this video 10 years ago where your portfolio would have been if you would have invested in the FXAIX that has been around since 1988. Just imagine where your portfolio would be 5 years ago if you would have put your money into this fund. So I hope I gained you as a subscriber. I hope I gained your trust of telling you and showing you that I actually know what I'm talking about. Because unlike them, I did not build anything from YouTube. Remember, I'm a small channel. You can see it yourself. I'm not even monetized. I did it all on my own with my wage, being smart, investing smart, buying real estate. That's how I did it. So people can say you made money with them. I'm sure you did. But how much of it do you still have left? What did you do with the money? Chances are you went out and you bought liabilities, you bought clothes, cars, and jewelry, or you increased your bets because you saw how easy it was to make $300. You said, I can get more risky and I can make $3,000. Then you made $3,000. You said, I can make 30. You might have made 30. Then you just go, I can make 300, and then you lost it all. That's usually how it happens. So if I gained you and you're still here, think about subscribing, joining the channel. You don't have to lose money anymore. You can keep your money and grow your money. Thank you so much for watching the channel. No regrets. Get it.